Thanks for joining me this evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming. Most of you know today is for me the important holiday in the season, though it's not that way in the larger culture. You know, I've always been sort of outside of that box. I was raised a Catholic, and my parents were extremely, what I would call fundamentalist. And I was brought up in that atmosphere until I was about 16, when I started to see first Catholicism and then Christianity in a completely different light. And I went on from there to, in college, see the United States and its fundamental values that it claimed to embrace, also in a very different light. The idea that in the Declaration of Independence that all men are created equal is just simply not happening here. And the Vietnam War, you know, the civil rights movement demonstrated that so well. So it took me a little while, but after all of that, I came to realize that Christmas and New Year's was a bunch of hooey, and the only thing that the real celebration that human beings have embraced since way before, you know, the first people ever walked out of Africa, which is hundreds of thousands of years ago, is the solstice. This is the day that represents the changing of the energy of the earth and another swing around the sun. And so today is the day that I take stock of the past year, which I think has been about the hardest year of my life. And I think about what I've learned in the last year and, you know, how I might go forward in the next year a better person than I have been. I think, you know, even in the face of great difficulty, and even without many optimistic omens, it's just so completely important for us to stay positive and to appreciate and be grateful for the many amazing and marvelous circumstances that we live with. We especially here, you know, I was looking out my window on Saturday morning watching Kathy and Jan and Sarah and Maggie and Leslie and a few other people out in the yard doing the gardening for the place. And, you know, it made me all mushy-eyed because it's just, you know, first of all, it's beautiful. The summers in the gardens here are outstanding. There's almost no place that I can think of that compares to it. And it's done completely and totally, year after year, out of love and devotion. And that's it. And it's beautiful. Then I walked down in the kitchen and saw Drew and Jess and a few other people down there, you know, making food for everyone here. And I was grateful for that, because we have a beautiful kitchen and beautiful food comes out of that kitchen that is so, you know, whatever lacking in expertise it is, because Drew is only in his second year as a chef, it is filled with love, and that is absolutely noticeable. And I could go on and on. Thanks to Sadhvi, thanks to Prakashananda, thanks to Ruth, thanks to Kari, thanks to Michelle, thanks to Tom and Patty, thanks to Teresa and Sal, thanks to Jim, and Claudia and Govind. Thanks to Andrew and Becky. Andrew's down here beating on the drum every day. We have an incredible circumstance. There is such true love in this place. And really and truly, the point of a spiritual practice is to begin to cultivate within ourselves a flow of energy that dissolves tensions and creates a space in us in which our deepest power can be awakened and expand from within us throughout the field of our life and express itself as a sweetness, a contentment, a fulfillment that, is an environment in which wisdom and understanding of our circumstance can be realized. And if there's one word that encapsulates the whole process and experience, it has to be devotion. Devotion, not something that attaches you slavishly to some set of stupid ideas, but devotion to, the experience of vibrancy that is your essence, that permeates your body, that permeates your mind and your house, and and allows for you to experience fully the interconnectedness that exists between you and all the people you share your life with. Ultimately revealing our essence, which I describe as love. I'm grateful for all of you. I'm grateful for your continued effort to authentically bring yourself into the present moment that we share day after day after day, with the amount of attention and the authenticity that you do. Thank you for that. And I look forward to all the work that we will do together in the coming year, and the miracles of healing, the miracles of understanding, the miracles of abundance that will express themselves from our commitment to that authenticity and the gratitude and positivity that it allows us to express. There are very few places on this earth where this opportunity is so abundantly available. And after doing this for nearly 50 years, I can say there are very few places where it is so authentically engaged. I'm, really grateful and honored to share last year and the coming year with you, and looking forward to the joy of working together to, even at this late stage in my life, discover, new boundaries and new horizons that we can deconstruct and transcend. Namaste.